Hi, this is Monica Mekti, and for all you Promethean users, I know a lot were rolled out over the course of the summer and you're not quite sure where to start. So what I would recommend you do is start with classflow.com. You'll log in with your Google account. And for those of you who used to use Promethean last year, there were, of course, updates over the summer. I do like this new homepage for Classflow. Um, Again, just some basics for you to get started. An instant whiteboard, there it is. You don't have as many features as maybe you're used to, but they are there. We've got our pen and we've got a text box and we've got drawing tools and things like that. The difference between the Classflow software and what we're used to with Starboard or Smartboard is that it's really designed for a one-to-one environment. So here we go, open class and connect your student. This will give you information on ways your kids can log into the slides that you're creating. So that is just the plain old whiteboard within Classflow, and you can create different cards along the way as you're using that. Um, the next thing in Classflow, start a quick poll. Again, this is for more of a one-to-one environment. Your class can join here, and of course, you can have them join via Google Classroom. You can send it out through Classroom. I do like that there's 8 different ways to poll your kids. If you did a creative poll and they drew an answer, the kids' answer choices will be on the screen and you'll be able to show kids' responses and things like that, either anonymously or with names attached. You can create lessons and activities, quizzes, and assignments. If you don't want to create your own, you're going to want to go ahead and play around in the marketplace. This used to be called Promethean Planet, and you can search for activities by subject, grade level, file format, etc. This is a big, huge, robust system. Right now, I just wanted you to know you can absolutely have an instant whiteboard there. There are a ton of webinars as well, so go ahead under here, and there are lots of videos to watch. The second piece of Classflow / Promethean / everything you need to know is called Classflow Desktop. And you can see the icon is sitting here, and that's because I opened it. Everybody should have Classflow Desktop as an additional install. And what this is going to allow you to do is some very similar things. It also has that plain old whiteboard component. But what I like about this tool, I can turn my whiteboard off, is it will allow me to annotate on existing lessons or activities or websites. So if I open up a Google slideshow, and maybe I've used some tables and I want kids to annotate within those tables, my desktop is going to sit right here on top. Let me just click on a slideshow. And again, at any point, I can click on this button. I can draw, annotate, do whatever, text box, right. And then when I click off of that, oops, my annotations will go away and it's back to a live slideshow. Maybe I'm going to go to a website. So let me grab a quick website. And maybe there's some specific directions I want my students to have. I'm going to open up that website. I'm going to go grab my annotating tool. I'm going to tell my kids, you've got to read this. Then number 1, you're going to do this. Number 2, you're going to do this, and so on and so forth. Again, at that point, I can either get a new page. You can see I have my lesson being built here. I can turn off annotating and I can go back to the live web page. So I know that's not everything, but maybe it will give you a few things to play around with. Again, I highly recommend you bookmarking classflow.com once you've signed in. And then I also suggest you play around, find Classflow Desktop on your computer. Now, anybody in the district can use the Classflow website, but only people whose computers are connected to a Promethean will have the desktop. So for example, it's on my laptop right now, but I'm going to disconnect from the Promethean board. And in 30 days, Classflow Desktop will disappear. So it can only be active when you're hooked into a Promethean board. So hope that gets you started, and I'll try and have a class as soon as possible to go a little bit more in depth. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.